You're Still Here is a very fitting episode title for Fear the Walking Dead as you join us for our latest review, because the big question is, why are we still here? This show is awful. There's no sign of it getting better, there's only signs of it getting worse, but we're here to review it nonetheless because we're soldiers and we see our task through. Ain't it that simple?
Yep, we carry on through to the end no matter how bad this show gets, no matter how bad this show's going to get. No matter how many times Morgan Jones has to lecture us about being a good person and doing the right thing and helping people, well, I mean, we could help ourselves and not watch this show, but here, we're going to do the right thing. We're going to stick it through. I mean, we are approaching the end now of season 5, so we may as well. Well, I say we're not fast enough, but we're getting there. You know, we're into the second half now of season 5, so we may as well stick it out. But yeah, 3 more full seasons after this. I don't think this is getting any better, but you know, we gotta give it a chance, man.
Give it a chance. Morgan wants to help. We want to review. Sadly, just other things other than this. But the episode begins. Alicia is beside a tree, painted tree. If you're reading this, you're still here. She wants to meet the person who wrote this. Oh, how great's this? But then a walker appears. It falls apart because it's connected to a bunch of fines. But then she hesitates killing it. But then another walker appears, grabs her. There's another walker. She can't kill it. She can't kill Walker since the plane crash. Can someone explain to me why she can't kill Walker since the plane crash?
Yeah, I don't understand it. Very forced. I mean, I can understand not killing people or whatnot. That's one thing, but to go on this whole story arc where she's not allowed to kill walkers, even if it means putting her life or the people in her group's life in danger, you know, I don't understand that.
Alicia's just a nothing character, man. I mean, last season she had a similar gimmick about, you know, oh, I need to find out where these walkers came from, and she went to the sawmill. But this whole literally willing to die because she's too afraid to kill walkers. You know what? See if they actually went down like the suicidal route because she's lost her brother and she's lost her mother. I would accept that. I think that would actually be a bit interesting.
Yep,
but see this, oh, I can't kill a walker because I was involved in a minor plane crash. Look at the plane crash. Wendell turned the lights on at the last minute and they were able to land it. It was just a wee bit of a bumpy ride. What about the plane crash happened at the start of the season? What was worse? That or this? I mean, come on. Strand saves her, but... And then he gets a bit of blood over the lettering, and she's like, do you ever think the universe is trying to tell you something? Who cares, man? Then Wes turns up. You know what? See, for all the doom and gloom in this show, I think Wes is a decent addition. I'll say that much. I don't think he's that bad.
Yeah, I mean, he's alright, isn't he? But he's not going to save this show, is he?
No, he's not going to save this show. I mean, Rick Grimes... I mean, honestly, I think you could take like the 5 best people for The Walking Dead at this point, man. I think this show's too far gone.
Nice one.
To quote another episode, which was fucking fantastic and way beyond this shit, but Wes explains how he encountered the hostile group, and yeah, I need to get back to my brother. We'll quickly find out that his brother's actually dead, and he died going to get some milk. A lot of black guys disappear going for some milk, don't they? His brother, no different, damn it. Elsewhere, though, Morgan and Althea are beside each other. Did Morgan just spawn beside Althea? Fuck knows, because he just did.
Yeah, at this point, I thought Althea was missing.
Yep. At this point, I don't really care, but here...
I thought Morgan was staying behind so that Al wouldn't be left on her own, but they've met up and they're looking through stuff, and it's just, you know, it's very cringy dialogue. It's just nothing into it.
The second most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Fucking slapper for that, man. What was that all about? That was ridiculous. Well, that was
a few episodes ago, so I mean,
It was a few episodes ago, but Jesus Christ, that's left an imprint on my brain, big man. But yeah, back to Alicia and Strand. They dropped Wes off at this police station that he was residing at. We'll load you up in gas. But then all of a sudden, gunshots ring out and an injured man sprints out, jumps in the truck and drives away. Wes is shooting at him and they're like, take it he's not your brother. So, again, it's just an absolute mess here. Like, they just let this guy steal their truck. It's like, alright, and then the bike was on the back of it as well. Strand gets blinded here by some form of tear gas, so... Yeah, his vision's out. Alicia's refusing to kill, so pretty much the only able-bodied guy here is Wes. And like the dialogue here is just shite between Alicia and Wes. Wes is like, so this is the point where you're going to ask me what happened to my brother. I'm going to tell you. You're going to say something about how you relate and this and that, and then we're going to live happily ever after. I mean, he called her out on the bullshit, but then proceeded to tell her anyway. It's almost like he was calling out how shite the writing is on this show.
He doesn't want to be a part of it, but then he decided, oh, I need the money. I've gotta fit right in with these people.
And then he's like, right, you know what? I'm going to team up, Alicia. You don't want to kill Strand, can't, so I'm going to distract him for you so you can get out. Then what proceeds to happen? He goes out a door to kill them from the outside. Why don't they all just go out that door with the keys? This made no sense to me. If he's able to go out the back door, why not just go out with him? Oh my god, man, it's just absolutely ridiculous. And then Alicia, oh, is she going to have to kill a walker? But then Wes comes back and kills a walker. We're all good, no need to fear. But they did radio over at this point. We need to get the injured man that Wes shot. Morgan and Al are like, ho ho, we hear that message loud and clear, brother. So they leave the safe that they were in the big bank building. They head towards this injured man. But then there's a semi blocking the road. Who is it? It's Logan. Logan basically says, I know how badly you want to help people, and I'll let you help them, but you have to tell me the location of the oil fields. Morgan and Al, they're debating it, but no, it's a no can do. What do you make of Morgan and Al's decision here? They truly want to help people, you'd think they would give it up.
Yeah, Logan wants the gas that, in my opinion, is rightfully his anyway.
Yep.
Now, Morgan is so reluctant to give it up because without that, they can't travel around and they can't help people. Logan says that what he's got planned, though, is a lot bigger than them. So we don't really know what he's keeping the mystique about it. He's been pretty vague. We don't know what Logan's plan is. But I mean, Morgan talks good game. This group wasn't really willing to help Logan. This group, I mean, Logan was the one that leading the supplies for them, and now they've stolen this guy's gas and. I just don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about this Logan character. He's supposed to be a villain, but at the same time, he's not. I mean, he could have captured Morgan here and Al, and he could have, traded them for the gas. He could have beat the answers out of them. And this Logan guy had the chance to kill Wes last time, could have killed these two here, and he hasn't done it. I mean, when he first took over the compound, he could have took it by force, but instead he let everybody leave. And it's like, I just don't understand the point of this character. Is he supposed to be a villain? Because if he is, he must be like the friendliest villain of all time. Especially this deep into the apocalypse.
No, you're right.
We're not talking the first month or two.
Like, realistically here, he could have very easily have killed one of them and, been like, right, if you don't tell me, Morgan or Al, whichever one he spared, right, I'm going to put a bullet in you. But he doesn't. And even when Morgan, he goes to Morgan, hey, this better be not about helping your wife and son. Morgan, obviously enraged. I see red. Gets Logan up against the truck here as cowboy hat flies off. And then, Al stops Morgan. But it's like, why wouldn't Logan's group shoot Morgan here, realistically? It's like, he literally has, I think it was the stick or a blade. He had something up against his jugular, man. And what, Morgan just gets to walk this off. It's just plot purposes, man. It's ridiculous. And also Morgan tries to explain, well, if we give him the location, there's a lot more people we won't be able to help. But you don't know that. Look earlier this season, man. They went months without anyone going over the radio. What about this person that needs it right now?
Yeah.
He's leaving them in the fucking mud. Right. Then Wes catches up to the guy. You've got Alicia and Strand falling back, and then the guy throws him the bag, and then Wes gets it, and then the guy just starts choking out Wes, and he stabs him, and then he's like, "That's really good stuff," and he just dies, and it's like, what?
Then Alicia's kind of
freaking out.
She's kind of looking down on Wes and criticizing him, saying that you killed him over a bag, you killed him over a journal. And it's like, no, I'm pretty sure Wes killed him because this guy was on top of him, choking him out. And it kind of did look like self-defense at that point.
No, yeah, it did look like self-defense, but then once Alicia finds out that Wes is the guy that was painting on trees, it's all is forgiven. Now, again, they've all killed people, so I don't really understand why they've got a beef with Wes, but at the same time, it's because he writes on trees, he's automatically a saint? I think this whole writing on trees, it's very, very pathetic, man, in my eyes. And this entire, why'd the guy steal the bag, right? And then, he goes to choke. Why did this guy go to choke Wes out of curiosity? He gave him the bag back.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm confused.
You'd wonder why people like this have even survived this long into the apocalypse, but The episode pretty much ends. Logan and his crew break into the bank vault. They find all the tapes and like, right, well, the documents aren't here. Maybe they can reveal where the oil fields are on the tapes. But again, how much effort does this require? You have to go through like potentially like days worth of tapes when he could have literally, as you said, threw a beating to try and get out of them.
Don't understand it. Don't get it.
And see Logan's group on the Wikipedia, right? There's 6 of them. You know what they're referred to? Logan's crew member. All 6 of them. So again, a group with no depth and a shite fucking antagonist who's not really... He's more like a protagonist than an antagonist. Just a shit episode, man. Filler. And like...
Imagine that Negan's men instead of Dwight, instead of Simon. Governor's men instead of Merrill or Martinez or Strupper or whatever.
Milton, all these guys.
Maybe Strupper didn't deserve a name, but you get the point.
That
I mean,
would be
come on.
stupid.
No, yeah, but I'm going to give this episode a 2 out of 10. I think it's just hard to watch, man.
I mean, yeah.
It doesn't make a lot of sense either. There's one thing a show being boring, but a show that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
boring.
people willing to go out of their way and put everything at stake and risk everything to try and protect and help one person that they don't even know. It's very phony, very fake, and
Very shit.
Yep.